The old Southwest Conference, alive and well once again here today as these two rivals are set to square off, and we are set to bring it to you. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, over the 12th man, and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on another team from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Arkansas's offense takes the field to start this game off. Last time these two squared off in the Southwest Classic, it was the Aggies gigging the Razorbacks in a close one.
I think we saw a lot of mental toughness in that game, too, by Texas A&M. Things didn't always go great, but they were always seemingly able to respond, and I think that's going to be a big key in this one, Dave.
And which one can keep their cool? In these rivalry games, sometimes it pops a little bit more. There's more emotion, and there's more adrenaline, and sometimes you can make some bad decisions. A&M did a good job last year, but a big challenge with the Razorbacks today.
And I love it. First play of the game, they're trusting their quarterback to take a shot. He got the coverage he wanted. He found his one-on-one matchup, and his guy made a play. You cannot start better than that, fellas.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Snagged in the middle. It's York. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Gets the back moving. Jackson gonna throw it. A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. So Texas A&M's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. These two old SWC rivals might have taken a bit of a hiatus in their series, but once the Aggies came to the SEC, things ratcheted back up quickly.
Right, and that's been some of the cool side of conference expansion, right? You got this rivalry renewed from a long time ago, but since joining the conference, A&M has dominated Arkansas. Arkansas looking to get a little payback.
It always feels big when you watch this game. We've seen so many of these games in recent years being played at Jerry World, and with all the speed on the field from both sides, this is always, I think, one of the more fun games to watch every season.
You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Makes the grab on third. At the 20, he's got space. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that one.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the Aggies racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to power it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to pound their way in. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to pass their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. It's caught. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incomplete. completion. It's 3rd and 5. Jackson will throw. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Razorbacks are flying down the field.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Voorhees. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Voorhees. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. And the Razorbacks in the hurry up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They'll move the tight end. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Rushes on him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
To the air on 2nd down. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of matchups somewhere else.
We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Snags it quickly on the left.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed behind the line. It's Norman. Crosses the 45. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Norman. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback may change this route. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Moving away from pressure. QB got it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Texas A&M going quickly.
That has to sting as a defense. In a 3rd and obvious passing situation, you're going against this dual-threat quarterback you know can scramble, right? You've got to have somebody at home either spying him or mirroring him, expecting that to happen. That time, the defense wasn't in the right position, and the quarterback absolutely killed them with his legs, picking up the first down.
Now the toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Caught in the backfield, it's Dupree. He gets it into the red zone, but not quite to the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 18, and it's fourth down. Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on fourth down. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted for the 11th time. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. Defense wants to bring the heat. Touch pass on the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Working well behind the sticks on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Jackson gonna throw it. Trying to set up the screen. At midfield, he's got room. Breaks away on the left. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. They'll run it on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Touchdown, Razorbacks! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't. Turning it on! Got the first down. Looking for more. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. Texas A&M going up tempo.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Looking to buy time. Oh, better look out! On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They get to the line quickly.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's X. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're down to the 20. First and 10. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Caught behind the line. It's Norman. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for the score.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
He'll set up to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Smashes through the tackle.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Jackson will throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Back to pass on second down. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. On the run, still looking. Rolling right and going deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Now from inside the red zone. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession,
touchdown, Texas A&M. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I just love the offense managing the clock in that situation, David. There was absolutely no panic. Calm, cool, and collected all the way down the field, scoring the touchdown, and now giving themselves an opportunity to take the lead here at halftime.
and the other side of that coin, Palmer, is the defense, man. Like, we got to keep them in bounds. We got to make sure we're not giving up big plays. They can throw it over the middle of the field. The clock's our friend, and they didn't execute good enough down the stretch of that drive to force a field goal.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, two fan bases who wait all year for this game, and we could be headed to a fun finish in the Southwest Classic. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. Still 2 quarters to go in this Southwest Classic, a treasured rivalry in both Fayetteville and College Station.
And the Razorbacks will kick it away to crank up the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
A&M comes back out with another first down. They'll give it to him again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I'll tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
From the gun, the running back has it. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Looking for room. It's Hill. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll try the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They'll give it to the back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, believe the...
Touchdown, Aggie! Great job by the back on the option. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Jackson gonna throw it. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. Think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David,
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments that time.
He tries to take the top off, and it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. From the gun, the ground game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Jackson will throw. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Arkansas! Once he got some room, it was over.
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. To the ground with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Epps. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. 3rd down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up 4th.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, he's still on his feet. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. The running back has it. Got enough for the first. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the running back. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. The Aggies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the gun to give, looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They'll try the right side. Tough, hard-nosed running. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1. Has to get there to move the sticks. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggies.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. With the 12th man standing at the ready, and at times it seemed as if A&M needed them, the Aggies take down the Razorbacks and win this rivalry game. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.